Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Well, it's truly a pleasure to be in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. We're in University Place, Washington, and the golf course is relatively new to golf fans, Chambers Bay, and what a magnificent-looking golf course.
And it's building up quite a reputation very, very quickly, and the reason why, well-designed, good test for any level of play. There's enough options out there, enough long holes, enough short holes. So pick your poison, really, but make sure you're on your game because Chambers Bay, it'll test anyone to the limit.
Hold on here a second. She is winding up for a big one. She wants to smash this as far as she can hit it. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Now the approach here at hole number 1, and Frank, what are we looking at?
Well, semi-blind, but it's fine. You know, just a little peek and you can see what's in front of you. Really no bunkers down the left side. If you do miss down there, a little chip back up the hill, but it's a big enough green. Should be safely on deck.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. -1 and really going. Now to the second hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is not overly long. Where's the trouble here?
Well, 281 yards really to the big long bunker that goes all the way to the green. So as long as you can avoid that, you don't have to hit driver down here, just something that's going to be a little short of that. You're still only going to have 100 yards really, or just over 100 yards in for your second shot. A really good chance too to get off to a good start.
Excellent looking shot here.
Well, par fours, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead, straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it.
At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Settles in over the putt. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, here on the fourth tee, you get a good look, don't you, at what Chambers Bay really is all about.
It's framed beautifully, Rich, by the bunkers there, left, short off the tee, plus the ones down the right side. You can see everything in front of you, but the hole does bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4 measuring 495 yards. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Frank, uphill shot, what did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
Good chance at one. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Eyeing this putt for a birdie. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Well, Frank, here at the fifth, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. Hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway that is, by bunkers left and right. Bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
He really has it going now. Consecutive birdies. Ready to tee off here at the sixth. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, as long as it's not in the rough, the bunkers, well, there's no trees here, really. That little green strip, that runway down there, another hole that bends to the right. But find the fairway. The fairway's wide enough. You've got a pretty good idea exactly where you want to go. And once again, this is one of the shorter par 4s. So good drive here, just a short iron in.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
This is impressive now. 6 under par and 2 straight birdies. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. I'm going to play longer than that up.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
She really hit that tee ball nicely. It is in perfect position, and now she'll have a chance to capitalize. Now the second shot to the par 5. Well, that was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Starting to put the hammer down, Frank. This would be 5 in a row.
What? 5 straight?
5 straight birdies.
Now, as they say, 300-yard drive, one shot, miss a short one, also one shot.
And that's painful. And getting ready for the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 9th hole is called Olympus. Feels as though Russell Crowe should be standing on the tee, starring in some sort of a movie about the Greek gods.
I knew you'd go like Titans and that down here, but this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich. This isn't for the Greek gods and the Titans of the world. They might think they are, but this is for you and me. This is for everybody. 36 handicappers. We can all play here.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Leaves that one about 20 feet out from the cup. Nicely played shot. Not an easy one, 20 feet away. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
She needs this for her par. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Oh man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Bit unfortunate, loses a shot here with that bogey. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. That ball just took off the face.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, it appears as though this approach shot here at the 10th is fairly straightforward.
It is. You've got a flat green, so you're not really worrying about mounds or bounces here. And really, this is, with a short iron in hand, this is one of those ones you just green light, you go straight at the flag here.
What an outstanding shot that was.
Got the right result, too. That's just a tapping.
So just a formality here. Now to 7 under par. Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par 4, 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that June out of play.
Let's see what she's got here. She is loading up for the big one.
Grab the fire extinguisher, put out that ball is on fire. It's melting going through the air.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. The 11th hole, Frank, what's the right way to get at it?
Just got to be cognizant of that ridge that cuts through the middle of this green, that sort of turns this green into one simple green into all these little complex sort of sections. That's the biggest thing, but that's also, you realize very, very quickly, you're playing links golf today.
Here we go. That will be a great look at birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Eight under par, good around. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Just a couple of feet. That's how you maintain momentum. and make those putts for par. 13th hole now, it's a dogleg right, par 4. Frank?
But at 534 yards, you need an eagle eye, which is the name of the hole, to find exactly where you want to hit this. Doglegs to the right, there is a fairway that's plenty wide to accept a good tee shot. And then from there on in, it's actually a relatively straightforward second shot, providing you can miss that bunker that's just short in the middle of the green.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, she's just made it look easy out there today. Swing has been rhythmical, tempo's been good, and really has played outstanding golf. Frank, a bunker in front of the green here. So how does that impact what the player's going to do?
Well, it's not just the bunker too, it's the ridges left and right that are going to repel a shot. So if you go too far left to that bunker in front of the green or too far right, that ball's going to kick all the way off the green. So really, that bunker's a good line, but you've got to carry it.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay, and by this point, the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. All right, Frank, what's the play into the green here?
Well, the green's got a little bit of a funnel effect. General contours slope right to left, and towards this green there is a little bit of a ridge and some mounding, short right. But just use those in your favour. The ball's going to do what Mother Nature wants it to do. You don't have to fight it.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. I mean, you just don't see this too often. How about 9 birdies on the card today? What a round. Frank, normally on a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees. But part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make 3.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie try up next. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now to the par 4, 423 yards, 16th hole. What's the right play, Frank?
Fairway first once again. You'll see the slope of the fairway from the left to the right side. It means move your aim down that left side. It'll make this fairway appear that much bigger. And of course, then when you hit into this green, you're really going to have to flight that second shot properly. This is like a tabletop green.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That's well played. And now a good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, you don't need just a caddy out here at Chambers Bay. Seems like you need a sports psychologist. You start thinking about the names of these holes. Beached at 16, and what's 17 called?
Derailed, and you can see why too. That green's perched up there. If you've got the round going in the wrong direction, this is not a hole to start on. So if you've got a run going, it's just a good tee shot that lands around the front there, and you just take a 3 here. This is not a time to be a hero.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Locked in on the read and the speed. Building something very special at 12 under par. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Good chance at one. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. 15 feet away. How does that not go in? Well, a fine birdie chance for her right now. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.